Hey Jan, I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to start with the attachments that I sent yesterday in the email. You asked about a link to a text. Now, first of all, your hard copy text, the writer's reference for Comp 1, and the hand-to-mouth for FOL. James Spurlock should have those, and he should have had those for a couple of days at least. So if you'll go to the Mammoth Spring campus and pick those up, he should have those for you, and I've emailed him again about those. You asked about the online text. The only online text that we have for FOL that is not required, by no means is it required, this is just something that we choose to do, is this sentence combining textbook here, and you'll have to just copy and paste this link because it won't go automatically. But it's this sentence combining textbook. You do not have to use this. You don't have to cover sentence combining like this at all. This is just something some of us choose to work on because it is one separate skill that our colleagues over in California did focus on with sentence combining. So we thought that that would be okay for us to do too. We require some sort of reading log, and so in the past we did a dialectical journal where we just left it up to the students to find things that stood out to them and then comment on them. But now we're getting a little bit more specific and having them fill in an annotation activity, telling them things to look for, teaching them how to annotate, and then requiring at least one annotation per page. So we're getting a little bit more strict with that because they got quite lazy with it in the past. But we think that's important for them to do. Let me get back to the email. Okay, like I mentioned, we have this agreement with the state that it's a student success thing. If it were not for this diagnostic article in reading response, we would have to make them test again, like with the AccuPlacer, and we don't want any part of that. So we have to say, yes, we have a diagnostic. Now, you mentioned getting a writing sample. You know what? If you just want to get a writing sample on them, whatever, feel free. We have lots of academic freedom in this college. But because we've been doing this for a long time, I'm going to stick with the diagnostic article part. I will probably send this home with them the first day, and then when they come back in on the second day, just set them down and ask them a specific question to answer in essay form. I don't know what that is yet because, like you, I'm not done with my classes, and I won't be until, Sunday night probably. I probably will be working 24/7 to get ready. Okay, let's see. Oh, back to the email. I shared with you my course schedule. I always make an old-fashioned course schedule just so that my students have a hard copy to compare to maybe the shell. This is definitely needed for this semester because I don't have everything put in yet. We're having to do a lot of new things when it comes to assignments, and so I'm just starting over since we have 2 new texts. But you can just see, I'm going to use that timed writing on Thursday the 16th. And then we're going to start talking about hand-to-mouth, and their assignment then is to read the foreword and introduction, and then they have to annotate on that. I'm not sure what my essays will look like. Usually I do just a general essay that's not related to reading on the first one, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm kind of planning this as I go. Speaking of the preloading, let's see. Oh, back on the links. Right here, this is an excellent text, crud. Just copy and paste again. This is a pamphlet from a library, but they have some excellent questions, and so I'm going to use these questions from day 1 as we read the book to guide the students reading, and for them to be answering these questions as we go. And I promise you one or several essays will have to do with these questions here. Okay, I think everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. I'm going to stop this video and then get you another one for the Miles Arca.